Good morning, Julie. I have a headache. I have a really bad headache today. This is like I've been getting a little more frequent headaches lately, which is weird. But I've been dreaming again, so maybe it's correlated. I don't know. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. So I think tonight I'm going to practice some good bed hygiene. Go to bed at a decent hour. Um, yeah, I don't know. But we have a good reading here. No, not nightmares. Just dreams. Just dreams. Hello, Mama. Yeah, I usually recommend that to to everybody that I talk to too. I'm like, put a cold cloth at the back of your neck. I have a sore knee. It is a new day. Hello, Olivia. Um, it's oh, my brain. I have a sore knee, so I don't know if that's like if it's just a combination between those things and I'm just not sleeping really well. So that's leading to the headache or to headache. Um, but either way, we'll power through, right? I have mint tea that I've made for after the show. I don't know why I made it for after the show, but I did. It's just yeah, it can. Does the healing definitely can drain. It all depends on what people have when I'm doing the healing. I kind of feel like I get some of the, like when I healed my mom, she had a sore arm and my arm would hurt, like so I get a little bit of it back. But I think it's just the quality that just because of the dreaming now, which I haven't been doing for quite some time. So the dreaming's keeping me going. And then yeah, just a combo of things. But it's right here. I do, Alexa. I do. I do energy healing. Um, I do. I do. And again, I think that might be the headaches. I don't know. I don't know. Between sleep and hello, Dee Dee. Good morning, friend. A dream bag. Ooh. An espresso coffee. Hi, Amran. How are you? It's just a headache, but I think between the sore knee and dreaming, it's just made my sleep just nah, right? Good morning, Brenda. How are you? Yeah, I have three. No, I have two now. I gave my mom one. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Definitely. Dee Dee would love to be on the list. Yeah, it'll go away. It always does. Drink lots of water, right? It's just a headache and a sore knee. It's okay. Oh, thanks, Olivia. Cheers. It makes sense, Alexa. It definitely makes sense. Hi, Joshua. Joshua would like to be on the list from Dee Dee and Joshua from Facebook would like to be on the list. And Alexa as well. Sorry, Alexa as well. Yeah. Perfect. And we've got Olivia and we got Helena and we've got Julie. We've got a good show starting already this morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm just giving myself a little bit of self-love. So we've got you on there. So first we're going to start with the collective reading. But before we do the collective reading, we're going to do the breathing, right? Because this breathing is really great for calming your nerve or recalibrating your nervous system. So when we grow up in environments that are trauma, good day. I kind of like your name. I'm not going to say it, but I like your name. Um, when we when our nervous system was dysregulated for a really long time, one of the things that we need to do is create safety within our nervous system, and we can do that by providing that to ourselves even when we're not distressed. And it also helps to get our brain and heart into coherence, and it's really, really soothing technique. So all we're going to do is we're just going to breathe for a little bit into our heart space, and we're going to breathe in for 5 seconds and out for 5 seconds. Exactly. Breathe in, breathe out for about 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Okay, so we're going to do it together. I'll count like this. Okay, when we're breathing in, and you just can't close your eyes. I used to do this when I was driving all the time. All you're doing is going to see that the breath is coming in and out through your chest. So just breathe in nice and slow. Okay, sweetie? Just slow down your breathing and focus on it coming out of your heart, in and out of your heart space. Okay, so we're going to start. And you feel yourself really get calm when you're doing it, especially on the exhale. I realized my hand wasn't over far enough. It is. So keep breathing like that in that pattern. Nice 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. You want to do it for about 3 minutes at least, but try to work yourselves up to 5 minutes or more. And if you do this 3 times per day, what it does is it turns your body into, it heightens your healing capabilities for the next up to 6 hours. So if you do it 3 times a day, you can almost keep your body in that nice heightened state of healing. But when you're doing it, it does put you into that really calm state, and it brings coherence into your heart and your brain. So it's really, really positive technique to know to do. Okay. And it's really great for creating that, making your body feel really safe, which a lot of us haven't had the opportunity for from childhood, right? We didn't learn how to soothe ourselves or to create safety within our system. Well, if you just start right off the bat, you're just like, I'm going to create safety. Well, that might be great when you're in the distress state to do something to calm yourself down, but you're not creating that safety throughout the day to day, just on a standard level, right? So you have to create that new safety, that new state of safety within your system, and that's going to be just doing a regular practice like that. So the reading for today, we start with the Knight of Wands. Okay, charisma, passion, spontaneity, pursuing your dreams, fast energy, enthusiasm, courage, taking inspired action, the pursuit of adventure. What have you been dreaming about? The Knight of Wands gallops in and out of your reading with messages of adventure, of impulsivity, and of bravely pursuing the things that inspire you the most. That passion project you've been tinkering with, that drum circle you've always wanted to join, allow spontaneity into your choices and gift yourself the freedom to shift your reality to match your desires. It's okay to crave new things and to run with the wind when you are feeling charged up about an idea. Go with it. Allow this high-spirited energy to rush in and incite a wildfire of positive momentum. In the pursuit of the imagined, I manifest this fire with infectious feelings of inspiration. So the next card was the Queen of Wands. So back to back, the Knight and the Queen. So the Queen, creativity, passion, determination, confidence, joy, bold expression, helping others as you build your queendom, power. So there's a lot of powerful energy of action. Let's do this. Okay. You are capable and fierce. It's a time to root into your purpose and boldly step into the limelight of your life. The Queen of Wands radiates creativity and passion wherever she goes. And when she enters a room, her exuberant charisma and confidence are palpable. Don't be afraid to be the center of attention, and for goddess's sake, stop acting small in order to make those around you more comfortable. Make sure fiery bursts of productivity are accompanied by laughter and gratitude. Connection, appreciation, and love. Right? It's just beautiful, right? Make sure that that's charged into your stuff. When we come in, gratitude gets more gratitude. Love gets more love. Appreciation gets more things to be appreciative of. I fill my world with an intense light that connects and incites passion. The final card that came up from the tarot, but remember, we'll have the one oracle card, but the final card that came up for the tarot was the Knight of Pentacles. So the Pentacles is in the material or in abundance, really. So diligence and hard work, determination, steadfastness, building material security, safety, being pragmatic, expansion. He's toiling and tilling his lands and enjoying every minute of it. Good morning, Renee, and good morning, Anita. Saw you come in there. More practical than the other knights, he improves things for himself and for those he loves. With his steadfast and consistent momentum. Thank you. It's going to be super curly when I pull this out. Whoa-sies. I don't know why people got to come in and spam this stuff. Like, I get the whole psilocybin for mushrooms is nothing wrong with it. It's just really, sorry, I pinned the wrong one. It's just silly. Right? Why is there snow? I don't know. It's almost April. Like, enough already. I'm so tired of the snow. Maybe that's why I have a headache, is the pressure system. And we're going to have more magnetic storms, just all of that stuff. There's a lot of heavy pressure in the air right now. So anyway, back to the card. Devoted to solidifying his foundations, he assures you that extra care today will multiply your harvest tomorrow. It's time to show fierce loyalty, pride, and trustworthiness and tend to your home while uncovering your unwavering ambitions for the future. Sometimes this energy is so stable that it feels repetitive. So if you're feeling resistance, or if you kind of prefer to stay in bed, find the joy in your progress. The journey is the thing. Seed by seed, I plant my future with rock-steady foundations of faith. Right? Just beautiful, beautiful energy. Now, the final card from the Oracle is Drifter, number 14, experiencing life as it comes. So we have these beautiful two, like very fiery, creative energies, creativity, passion, action, let's go, built with this steadfast foundation, that's sturdy, pragmatic, the resources are there, the money's coming. And then we've got experiencing life as it comes. What lights you up? Experiencing life as it comes, seeking the essence but not knowing the form. The Drifter invites you to step out of your to-do list and your ordinary routine to feel the breeze against your skin, calling you to follow the wind and explore life's opportunities. When the Drifter appears, it's a sign that it's time to cut the mooring lines holding you to the dock. It's not important to know the destination before you set sail. It will become clear as you leave the port. Do not wait for a map, as there are none to where you are destined to go, but be sure that you do have a compass to keep you true. Yours is your pure love and your intention to be free, even of your own beliefs and preconceptions. Few appreciate the energy of the Drifter. Here, you might not seem to be doing anything worthwhile or meet someone else's expectations, but you are the only one who understands that others are running full out on the hamster wheel and getting nowhere. Your laziness is an underappreciated virtue. You know that life will find you and bring you everything you require without your having to search for it. By simply being instead of frantically doing. I don't chase, I attract, right? What I want wants me back. Even as you let your mind wander, release it to go on a daily walkabout. Call it back home regularly to deliver news from the cosmos. So get into spiritual practice, meditation. The drifter helps you find what you are looking for, even when you didn't think you were seeking anything. So really, really good message there as well. Drink enough water. I see that. I see that. I actually, first thing in the morning, I have a big drink of moon water. Oh my goodness. A nice big stretch. Right? Do some like neck. Oh, here, I gotta take this off when I do this, because otherwise I'm gonna knock it off. Right? Some nice, because sometimes headaches are due to a bad pillow, right? Neck. Oh. It could be stress. It could be dehydration. It could be poor sleep quality. It could be a few things, right? Okay. Now we're on to the fun part, the part that everybody's here for, the individual cards. So I've been enjoying using this deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Hi, Care Bear. We can look at getting you on the list. We're going to start the list. Well, not with my passport in the mix. I think it's time to go on a vacation, even though this passport is expired. It's time to get the passport together so I can go on a trip. We're back. We're back. Okay. We just hit some unstable Wi-Fi or signal. So hopefully it stays up. I have some cards for the subscribers on the YouTube channel first, and then we'll be on to your cards as well. Okay. Hi. Whew. We'll see how this goes. It seems to be back now. Okay. So Oliviera. And I really appreciate it if you can be tapping the screen to give the likes, right? We want to be, I know my one moderator, Melinda, she's really good at tapping the screen, and so is Mel. So if you can take over for her since she's not here right now, that would be really awesome. Oliviera. These are two good cards together, but let's see which one is really yours. Okay. Is this Oliviera's card? It could have been just a misdeal. Is this Olivia? Oh, that one is. And really good morning, Steve. Thank you. I always love when you come on because you always give me such a lovely compliment, and you're always so sweet. So thank you. Thank you for coming on. Oliviera, the Soulmates card. Okay. So let's see what this message is. Whoop, not with that deck. We will not find that card in that deck. Not sure why Papa can't pin. I can check with. Can you make? Oh, never mind. There. Let's see. Just gonna check on your thing. Come on. It's being really weird this morning. Okay. I can't even look at Papa's moderator status right now. Yeah. I can't even, they won't even pop up the moderator stats. Oh, that's really, really disrespectful. Really, really disrespectful to come onto someone's feed and to spam people during the feed. Like really, really disrespectful. Anyway, they've been blocked. So the soulmates card, Olivia. Okay, number 41. So harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. So soulmates aren't necessarily someone that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. Soulmates come along and you can have a dog that's a soulmate. You could have a friend that's a soulmate. But usually the soulmate, what they're there for is to foster growth, right? They help you to transition to a new level of you, to heal yourself in some capacity, to learn more about yourself. And that's what all of our relationships should be, is to learn more about who you are, or to become more of your authentic self. Good morning, Maggie. I like your name, Maggie the Moneymaker. I'm going to be a moneymaker. Right after I create a whole bunch of impact and help a bunch of people. I'm your soulmate. Absolutely, Olivia. Absolutely. So you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Definitely. I put it out in the universe all the time. What I want wants me back. Right. I am worthy. I am worthy of all my manifestations. That's a really good one. I like to do affirmations and manifestations all the time, especially on the new moon. Tomorrow is the is the first quarter in Cancer, and the first quarter in Cancer is, we're still in that state of manifesting or setting intentions, right? Because all the way up until the full moon on the 5th or 6th of April, depending on where you are in the world. So just still manifesting time. Then when it hits the full moon, we start to release the things that aren't serving us. So certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. So some people see soulmate and they think, oh, this is going to be my partner forever. But that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes they're there for just a short time to teach you a lesson, or to get you to understand a little bit more about yourself so you can grow into more of who you authentically are. Sometimes the soulmates that come in, they cause the most pain, but it's the biggest growth that comes out of those pains, right? Those pain. So after Oliviera is our lovely Julie. Okay. Ooh, Julie. To the sea, my friend. To the sea. And hello, Jenny Lynn. I see you coming in there. And hi, Helena. I don't think I really said Helena. Nice. Very nice. You got so you can charge them up. Really good time to charge them up would be during the full moon. Okay, just put them in the windowsill that gets the light of the moon. So to the sea. To the sea. Number 7. This is for you, Julie. To the sea, number 7. You came back just in time. Perfectly on time. So being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, and a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. So just go with, it's such a simple card. Just going with the flow. Just ease and flow, right? No fighting against things, no restricting it. Just go with the flow, my friend. Okay. Such a good card. And it's cute too. Oh, we're full out today. This is the second one on microdosing, and we already had one come in and spam people with messages about, hey, you want a tarot reading? I've had this epiphany, or spirit has spoken to me, or whatever they do. I love you wickedly. I don't understand why, right? Why you got to come in and spam people's stuff like that. So we're just going to block you, and then we're going to delete your comment. It's not that I don't think that there's not a potential for a silo bin to be effective, but it's the technique. Like, if you want to talk about that with me, and then maybe we'll talk about it. And, maybe if I understood who and where you were coming from, what your source was, all of that stuff, then I might even suggest it for people that are interested in that. But for the ones that, just come in and spam your stuff, it's just a very rude way to participate and do it. Hi, good morning, Paige. How are you today? All right, so Helena and then Amanda. And I do want to allow the Facebook users to get in there as well. Okay. Hi, Serena. I'm okay. I'll see you soon, Oliviera. I'm doing okay. I gotta go up to Toronto and Mississauga. I gotta go see some people up that way. I gotta go in. It's okay. Yeah, I just don't want them to have to wait forever. And Alexa from Facebook as well. And Josh. Yeah, it's okay. Alexa, Dee Dee. Okay. Just want to make sure we get to you as well. Good morning, Charisse. How are you, love? Hi, is it okay not to be able to tell the difference between windows and mirrors? That's an interesting question. Is it okay not to be able to tell the difference between windows and mirrors? Well, they both will show you your reflection, but some you'll see right through it. Aw, Serena, thank you. Cheers, friend. Because you gave a coffee cup, that means we can do healing. And Mama gave a coffee cup. No, Oliviera gave a coffee cup as well. So we can do some healing today. Oh, that's a really deep question. Hey, is it okay? Is it okay not to be able to tell the difference between mirrors and windows? Cheers, friend. Thank you. All righty. Whoa. Helena. Chop wood, carry water. So this is a time when you're going to be doing those mundane tasks. Whenever I see this card, it makes me good. That's up because that's progress, right, Liz? And that's what we want. We want some progress, right? So this is the card when I see this. Yeah, on YouTube. When I see this, I'm like, what are the tasks that I'm not the super fan of having to do? And maybe it's time to do those tasks, put them to the forefront. So I would say this would be a card that would remind me, maybe I should do my taxes because I don't like doing taxes. All right. Number 42 for Helena. Like writing. Exactly. Hi, Tim. How are you, love? So, being grounded in everyday experience, humility. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. So like clearing up clutter, right? Going through and cleaning out your drawers, getting rid of things that no longer serve you, right? And that's really a good thing to do during the full moon as well. So we've got just over a week before the full moon, and then we can get into really going through that state of release, right? Releasing all that stuff that doesn't serve you. I'm going to do a big spring purge. Big spring cleanup and purge at that point. So taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you think. So like doing dishes, right? Yeah. Give it away. Give away what you can, right? Sell what you can, but giving it away, donating it, right? Because that's a gift that's coming, that will come back to you from the universe. That's what I'm doing, is I'm going through all of my clothes. I'm getting rid of all of the clothes that I'm not, that I don't. I'm going to do a Mary Kondo cleanup, and that's where you hold an item and you go, how do I feel when I hold this? Actually, I feel really good when I hold that. I hold that on. All right, I'll put the green jade up there, and we'll just hold the green jade to the forehead. That actually feels nice. But anyway, right? Go through and pick up things, and how does this feel to me? Does this make me feel good? Does this resonate with me? Does this, does this still speak to me? Right? Does this still speak to me? And what doesn't resonate with you anymore? Let you go. Let it go. Mama Priestess, she's on it. All righty. So Amanda. I love Amanda. Amanda sent me a beautiful message this morning that I really appreciate. We're going to have a wonderful day. It's a magnificent day. With selenite or desert rose is another one that's really good for charging, right? Not too long, Redbeard. Do I look like I fit in somewhere nicely? Nice little French braid of my hair. I did it last night before I went to bed, so that I would have a nice. No, you didn't, sweetie. You're next after Amanda. Yeah. So you'll have to wait and charge it up under the full moon. You can run it under tap water. Obsidian, I wouldn't run it under tap. Like it should be on, if you had a creek or a river, you could run it in there. You could bury it in the dirt. Like there's several different ways that you can charge crystals. But the moon is my favorite. It's just my favorite. Hi, Bone Witch. Cool name. Do you do those like where you shake bones and you read bones? Hello, Sarah England. Hi, Ricky Rick. Why, thank you. I was going to take it out because I just braided it for sleep. But then I was like, it looks cute. It looks fine this morning. I'm going to keep it like that. Nice. Ooh, Amanda, come to the edge. Look at her. Look how happy she looks. I've thought about doing like runes and like other stuff, like getting more into other stuff like that. So come to the edge. It's a beautiful card, right? She's throwing like flower petals that are shaped like hearts, just right? Yeah, you have to be careful with crystals that you put with water because not all of them are good for it. If you can even charge them up in the sun as well. You have to be careful with that as well because some the sun is very difficult for them. Oh, nice. Yes, doing the. Mm-hmm. Yes. So 36 for Amanda. Come to the edge. Yeah. No. This is my beautiful piece of citrine. I love this. Oh. I love it, possibly because I'm Sagittarius, possibly because yellow is my color for joy. So I really, really love it. Poaching is illegal. Yeah, quick. Okay, so come to the edge, Amanda. Courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration As you ready yourself for a leap of faith, Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. I wear a little amethyst heart. But yeah, I it's a beautiful message, Amanda, because we know. Right? It's beautiful. Beautiful card for you, Amanda. Take flight. You'll be protected. You'll be protected. All righty. Renee. Renee's card. Okay. Smoky quartz. Nice. Yeah, sometimes I have, which one? Labradorite. Sometimes I wear a Labradorite one as well. I used to wear them both all the time, but instead I have this necklace. So I have the protection and the clear quartz and the, you've been having a frustrating morning. Aw. Yes. Hi, Chrissy. Good morning, love. All righty. Let's see. One's a protection message, one's not. Is this Renee's card? Is this Renee's card? Is this Renee's card? Hello, Dennis. How are you, love? Yes. So, time for a nap, Renee, in protection mode. Okay. So I'll flip it over so you can see how it looks when it's upright. With the little fox having a nap in the curve of the moon. It's so cute. I'm doing well, Dennis. I'm doing well. I'm hanging out with beautiful people here. You know, who could ask for more than that? Number 24, Renee, time for a nap. You are a human being, Renee, not a human doing. Is it possible you're suffering from workaholism? Could you be the only one who thinks it's your job to save everyone, to be there for everyone, and to go until you can barely see straight? You've gone as far as you can. You've worked hard and nourished people and projects, but now you are an empty well and have no reserves for others or for yourself. Don't let your ego keep you going full speed when your body and spirit need rest. Exhaustion is calling you to stop what you're doing altogether and take a break. If you don't, the appearance of this card could portend a possible illness that stems from being totally overwhelmed. You will feel like a new person if you take that break. Do it now. Yeah. So do you have someone, like maybe someone, because there was another, and I was shuffling right away and a leg up came out of the deck, right? And I was like, well, I wasn't really focused on Renee, so I'm going to wait and I'll pull the card at another point. But I'm so happy to hear that, Salasia, because I was thinking about wifey this morning and wondering where she was and hoping she was okay. So I'm glad she's with you. Right. But maybe it's looking, is there somebody that could help you out? Maybe, take a break with your daughter and give yourself that little opportunity to get some rest. Right. Is there someone that you can ask to help out with some tasks that you have so that you free up some of your time and energy? Right. Is there a way that you can delegate things? Right. So that might be part of the message too, is looking at people that you can delegate to. And it's hard. We get, especially, depending on your history or how you were raised as a child, it can be really hard for us to ask other people for help. And oftentimes we get, into the state of mind that there's nobody there to help. Where do you live again, Renee? Are you in Ontario or are you down east or out west? Good morning, Jess. Jess would like to be on the list from Facebook as well. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Renee. Southern Ontario. If you were closer, I would help you out. I would totally help you out. I'd be like, bring her over. We'll hang out. We'll do crafts. We can play with watercolors and, maybe sing and dance. We'll just have a regular old fun time. Right? We'd have a good hangout. Alrighty. So after Renee is Anita. Anita Chicken Man, how are you, my friend? How's your day going? Are you still manifesting that beautiful place in Nova Scotia, your new home? Your card's being stubborn, but that's not unusual. Sometimes your cards are stubborn. Yeah, we're almost at the end of our first month where we're going to be awarding the top free gifters a free reading. I know one of them is going to be Oliviera. I don't think anyone could outdo her at this point unless they like dropped a universe or something like that. Woo. Alrighty. We got a big scattering of cards for Anita. Let's see which ones. Let's see which one. All right. Someone would have to get really gift generously to beat out Olivier for the top spot. But there is second and third space available. Yeah, the other cards just flew out. That's okay. So Renee, or sorry, Anita, TikTok. Oh, I switched my position up. Hi, Chandni. Chandni would like to be on the list from Facebook as well. Oh, you have a lovely day too, Jenny. Mwah. Love you, friend. I'm going to have some coffee. Then I can move on to the warm one. I did drink water today. I was saying that. Dee Dee was saying that I needed to drink water, that maybe I was dehydrated and I needed some water. That's why I had the headache. So I immediately have my moon water and then I drink a full 500 mils of water. So I know I'm at least getting a little bit of water. Hi, Melinda, my love. Alrighty. TikTok for Anita. Thank you, Melinda. Good morning. Why are the animations not working? I'm not seeing the animations, but thank you. This one's my spicy coffee. In this cup, I put turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and pepper. TikTok, Anita. TikTok. Timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. And hi, Amanda Jo. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if this isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. We want it on our time. And our time, unfortunately, we've sped it up drastically, right? But when you think about eternal time that your spirit has, the whole lifetime that you're here is a blink. It's just like immediate blink. So it really does happen quickly. But we just don't feel like it's quickly because we've created these constructs of minutes and hours and days and weeks and years. So we're like, we want it to happen like this. And so social media, like when you look at something like TikTok, where they've really gotten us into reels, like the reels on Facebook, the things on here, and they want us to shorten our attention span. So we get those 7-second videos. We don't have a very good attention span anymore. So it seems like it's not happening because we want it to happen really quick. Let go of the timing. Just know that it's coming. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time, right? In divine timing, right on time, always on time. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. No, that was, I'm gonna do one thing here. Boop, and Anita had, alrighty. And Jenny left. If Jenny comes back, I'll pull a card for her later. Okay. And then so Paige, and then Dee Dee, and then Joshua and Alexa. Okay. All right. Ooh, hi Mel. Good morning, love. How are you? So, Paige, mending. Okay. I love this card. I think it's so cute. She's sitting there tending to, they're creating the flags on the, like the streamer together. They're mending it. Nice. I'm so happy it went well. That's very, very good. So Paige, mending. Right? I love a pretty skyline too. I took pictures of the moon last night. I'll show you. It might show up well considering how close. So that was the picture I got of the moon last night. It was almost 3/4. It was looking so beautiful out there. And with the yeah, it was gorgeous last night. So it's with my phone. Yeah, my phone has 100 times zoom. So I have a lot of pictures of the moon on my phone because when you can take pictures up that close, like it's just amazing. So every full moon, I will go outside and make sure that I catch a picture of the moon and, other phases of the moon as well. So I have some really beautiful, beautiful captures. I'm going to see, hopefully it's a clear night tonight. We'll get a picture tonight. We'll get a picture tomorrow night. We'll keep doing it. Hi, Palomi. How are you, love? Okay. So mending, forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments, right? And you know how heartbreak's that strange healer of souls, right? When we just heal through those experiences even more, like it triggers like profound healing when we go through a heartbreak. But each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free, right? So forgive people for what they did, what they did to you. That's not about saying what they did to you was right? That's not saying that they get to stay in your life. When somebody hurts you, that's just releasing the emotional connection to that event, right? So that's why we forgive. But big thing is forgiving yourself. A lot of times people forget that part. We need to forgive ourselves for the things that we did or didn't do that we feel put us in that position. Because oftentimes that'll tie us into that, I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself because I've got into a relationship with this person and it failed. And then I got into a relationship with this person and it failed. And then I got into this relationship and it failed. Okay, we can put you on the list. Okay, my dear, can we put Palomi on the list? And hey, another one. This is the third one. Wow, we are really calling it all in this morning. So this is the third silo bin person to come in and spam my feed in the morning about silo bin. Like, I just don't understand why you have to be so tacky. I don't know. Tacky would be a good thing, I guess, to call it. It's just really inappropriate to to do that, right? Yeah. Anyway, they're gone. Yes. Right. But forgiving yourself, because really, right, we made the decisions in a different, as a different person, right? When we decided to get into that relationship, we got into that relationship as a different person, and we've grown and changed throughout that time. So a lot of times we'll look back at something and be like, the person I am today would have never made that choice, right? But you weren't that person back then. So you can't look back with hindsight with who you are now to say that the decision that you made then was wrong. And it was never a wrong decision, right? You made the decision at the time with the knowledge and experience, and with your nervous system where it was, with all of those things, to learn the lessons that you needed to get to be the person that you are today, right? I've had 3 relationships that were long-term relationships that all failed. And I have certain people in my life who would say that that means that I have poor judgment, or that I shouldn't trust my decision making when it comes to relationships. And it's like, well, no, I had trauma, and I hadn't healed that trauma. And so I was running around with my cup of love that wasn't filled for myself, going, can somebody just love me? Just show me that I'm lovable. Just show me that I'm lovable. Like, I just need to be in a relationship. I'll take whatever you'll give me. And as I went through these relationships, I grew to understand that I didn't want that kind of love, or that I didn't want that kind of a relationship. And that I grew and understood that I love myself. And this is how I'm going to feel by loving myself. Then I'm going to go to somebody with my cup full, and they're going to have their cup full. And then we're just going to have a better relationship, instead of running around with that empty cup saying, I'll take whatever you can give me. Right? I had to learn, and I had to heal, and I had to grow. Right? And can we get Linda from Facebook on the list for a card as well? All right. Yeah. Right. And it's not about shutting yourself off. Right. Oh, I love you, sweetheart. Ah, nice. Right. Not yet, Liz. Right now, we are going to Dee. Chaos and conflict in protection mode for Dee. Okay, and then Joshua is next. Right? 33. Chaos and conflict. This is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order, a complete resorting of elements, right? Think about a storm that blows through and tosses everything up, and the seeds that get planted from that storm and the new growth that happens. It's just beautiful. No, you should be single for a while. You should be single long enough to know who you are, what you like, what you want, how your day looks, all of those things, because then you know who's going to match up with that, right? And when you can provide that happiness for yourself, then you're not going to go around looking for somebody else. We get in those relationships with the expectations of how they're going to love us, right? As opposed to, how am I going to love myself and then therefore love others from that solid, that space of being fulfilled. This is powerful, Dee. It is if your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how this situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. Right? Exactly. You should be solid in your own right, and they should be solid in their own right. And you should be, there's a growth. Like, we're gonna come together, and I'm gonna love and appreciate who you are on your own, and you're gonna love and appreciate who I am on my own. And together, we're going to hold this relationship in high esteem, right? So that we work towards what goals we want for our lives together. Right? We're uplifting each other and supporting each other, cheering each other on, right? I see your vision for your future. You see my vision for my future, and we see our vision for the relationship's future. And we're going to work towards those goals together in a supportive, nurturing environment. Alrighty. Joshua, your card is now. Yeah, exactly. And that's usually Joshua, message in a bottle in protection mode. Okay. So let's see what this message is giving you. Number 15. Are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? Red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interests at heart and will draw your attention to what you're overlooking. And I think that this is the key message that you needed to have. When we get hurt, when we break up in our relationships, and we oftentimes after we get through that breakup, we look back at our relationship with rose-colored glasses. We start to see the highlights of all of the good things. Wow, now another one asking for readings. How disrespectful. Just disrespectful. It's a very spammy day. I must be on fire right now. I must be doing something right. 3 for silo bin, 2 for readings on my thing. It's been a great morning. People are trying to ride on my coattails, so to speak. So, and thank you, Mel. Thank you for that, for resubscribing. I love you, friend. So, but, like when I think about, with my toxic relationship, the last relationship, right, broke up. And afterwards, I looked back on the relationship and I started going, oh, but there was this that was really good about it. And there was that was really good about it. And well, it wasn't that bad. Meanwhile, like it was super toxic at times. Like it was so toxic. Like when I talk to my clients about it, I would be like, if they were telling me that their partner and them had this massive blowout, and like their partner was flipping a table and breaking all kinds of stuff and storming off and saying, I'm done, I'm out, and all of these things, I would be like, there's like, that person is unhealed. That person has a lot of unhealed trauma. And no matter whether there's trauma there or not, unless they're willing to be doing the healing work, you shouldn't be staying, because it's not going to change. If anything, it's just going to escalate and get worse. Right? That was what my relationship was. But when I stepped out of the relationship after the breakup, I looked back and went, yeah, but he did all these sweet things. And, he was this way and he was that way and yada, yada, yada. And I like completely, turned it into, well, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Right? But that's what we do oftentimes. We look back at our relationships and we start to shade and we start to ignore the fact that there were all those red flags. And oftentimes we've ignored those red flags all the way through, right? There were red flags in my relationship earlier on, right? He, and I should have acknowledged those red flags. We're friends now. He's doing his healing journey and we talk now. And, the other day he had mentioned, we talked about, one of the things within the relationship that he didn't feel like I trusted him. And I was like, well, within a year and a half, you met this girl, had this, like sexual texting thing. I said, I should have just been honest with myself and said that I would not be able to trust you after that unless you really, really put in the work to reaffirm my trust, which you didn't. Right. So, there was a thing that I had to acknowledge for my part of it, but he had to acknowledge a part on his side. Right. If you want me to trust you, you have to be trustworthy, and doing little things like that doesn't bode well for trust. Right. No matter what you want to call it or how you want to, wrap it up in a bow. Right. So yes. Anyway, make sure that you're reviewing your relationship with honesty, right? And no matter what, when it's over, it's over. And holding on or looking back at it and wondering whether or not she misses you, that keeps you tied to that event. That keeps your heart tied to that person. And what you need to be doing is releasing that and pouring the love into yourself. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Joshua. Okay. All right. So Alexa is next. Yeah. I'm sorry that you had to experience that as well. Love you, friend. Yep, because she's got what is typically anxious attachment, right? So they have a hard time feeling that love unless they're in a relationship. I know because I did the same thing, and a lot of people do, right? They feel like the only way that they are worthy or are lovable is when they are inside a relationship. When they're outside of a relationship and single, it just shines that light on them that they're not lovable because they don't have that partner to be telling them all the time, I love you, right? And they would rather take like a toxic relationship. You're so welcome, Joshua. I'm sending you a bunch of love, okay? It's not easy going through breakups. It's really not. But the biggest thing is really just pouring that love into you. What would love do for you in this situation, right? What can you do for yourself to do that? No, not yet, Palomi. You're a little bit further down on the list, okay? We had a bunch of people on before you showed up. All right. Hi, Stargazer. How are you? All right, Alexa. Ooh, Alexa. Fork in the road. That one popped out really, really big too. Number 13. I love this card because there's there's these beautiful animals on it, but there's actually a fork here with the directions on it. So there's a fork in the road. I would have done it that way if I was making the card. Definitely. Fork in the road, number 13. So time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by going by I love that, Redbeard. By choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. You can't pick the wrong choice because what is meant for you will never pass you by. We get tied up in that, oh my God. And I did. I was sitting there for a long time. I would say, nope, Tandy, you're still on the list. You're a few more away, but not too far. Maybe 5, 4. You're 4 away. And Palomi, you're 6 away. Okay. And then Linda, you're 7. Okay. So I used to sit there and go like with the decision, right? It was like standing on before I left my nursing career, I was working at I had a beautiful contract that I was doing. Like I loved the place that I was working. I loved the people that I was working with, and I was making ridiculously good money at it. So and then I wanted to step off and go and follow my career, like follow my passion and go all in on my company. And I was like, I felt like I was standing on a knife blade and I could make a decision to go either way so easily. Either one of those decisions would have been, felt like they were the right. I didn't know, like, how can I make a choice between this beautiful job that I'm working, that pays me good money, that gives me everything that I need. Mel, I can probably bump you up a little. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 5 on the list, but I might do a little switchy poo and you'll be like next. Okay. So I'll bump you up next, but I'll switch and I'm going to do this. Hang on. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. Okay. I did a switch. Okay. And in the end, it's not going to matter. Hey, don't Tanya me. I made an executive decision as the executive of this company to change that around. I'm getting my hand slapped for touching the back of the back thing. All right. All right. You're welcome, Mel. Okay. So the executive gets executive decisions. But when I had that decision, right, it was one of those things. Should I stay with a company where I really love the people that I worked with, where I was making good money, where, you know, I really, really was being fulfilled? The contract was extended till February. Or did I come and move back home near my family, go all in on my company and take that risk? And I decided to take the risk, right? And there's no wrong decision that you're going to make, because exactly what is meant for you will come to you no matter what. You can't mess up. So just make that decision, right? And no choice is a choice. We seem to or letting somebody else choose is still making a choice. You're choosing to give up your choice to let somebody else make it. Or you're choosing not to make a choice and just let the cards fall where they may. But you're still making that choice, right? So whatever you do, make a choice, right? And you won't be wrong no matter where you go. Good morning, Amy Jean. Right. All right. Mel is going to go next. We did just a little shuffle behind the scenes with the cards. Mel is always so lovely with like the rapid likes that she gives me. Like, she's awesome with that. So I've done a small little change because I know it won't affect anything in the end, right? So Mel, my love. Whoa. All right. We're going to see which one of these it is, because they both came smacking out with their deck. All right. She's in the top 10 too. Yeah. Okay. So is this Mel's card? All right. Now that I'm going to check that again, Rob, and see if they'll let me look at your moderator status and allow you to pin things again. Still not. Okay. So it's still not letting me look at moderator status. This is a deja vu moment, by the way. I've been here before. I've looked at your moderator status when it wasn't working. So exchanging gifts in protection mode for Mel. Okay. And then after Mel is Serena, and then Jess and Chandni, then Liz, then Palomi, and then Linda, and then Rochelle, and then Amy. Okay, that's the order at this point. Okay. So exchanging gifts in protection mode, Mel. Hi, Rochelle. Number 27. Ooh. Be careful what you pray for, right? I keep my throat is definitely. I picked spicy coffee. Maybe I should pick some water. I love it. Oh, Alexa, I just read your card, sweetheart. 10-10, 10-10, 10-10. Yeah, that's the point in that. So I will give you I will say really quickly what your card was. I'll give you a synopsis of what it was. Yeah, I need to have some honey. Like definitely. But we're gonna burn. It's 10-10. It's 10-10. Woohoo! Thank you, Alexa, for making that comment right at 10:10 for me to see that. That allowed me to do this, allowed us to catch it so that we can do our bay leaf burn. Okay. And then I'll tell you what your card said. Okay. Your card was fork in the road. So do you feel like you're between a couple of decisions? No, this is going to be the leaf. We got so many little weird leaves, broken leaves in this bag. It makes me sad. So I don't know if I have another bag on hand, but I will give you what the card said in a moment. Okay, so we've got strength and confidence. We've got healing and health. Patience is good. We've got resources. We got to call in resources for Helena, because that's always a good one. Money. I like money. Money with a capital. Faith and devotion. Faith, trust, and pixie dust. We'll put trust and pixie dust since we got faith and devotion. New clients. Integrity. Integrity is very good, right? If you want things to go right in your life, then you want relaxation. Divine connection, I think we'll call that. Divine connection. And wisdom. Forgiveness. Clarity. We'll call in the truth. Oh, I love you, sweetie. Call in our divine partner. Faith, hope, and peace. Healing, lots of healing. We're going to do healing as well. We'll be doing healing this morning. Courage. Alignment. I like it. Let's see. Strength and persistence. Hope. Ooh, that's a good one. Quantum healing. Okay, we got a full card here. Okay, we got a really good free sense of self. You're just hitting out mud of the park there, Miss and Facebook user. Oh. You know what, Alexa? You should connect with me for my free call, and okay, I have to looking for this one here. Just give me 1 second, guys. There, I just put the link in. You should be able to see that. Comment, hopefully. And if not, I will connect afterwards and I'll send you the link as well. I put self-love on there. Love's always good. Love's always good. Okay, let's burn this baby and then we'll get back to the cards. And I will go over really quickly what the fork in the road card was. It was really about making a choice, right? That you're at a point where you need to make a decision. But it doesn't matter which decision you make. It's going to be the right decision. Because what is meant for you will never pass you by. Whoop, I got to do that for Anita. New home for Anita and for me and for anyone else that needs a new home. Okay. It's a good one to have. It could fall under resources. A lot of things could fall under resources, but we're going to take that. And I like whoever showed up with the Tiny Diney as their name. All right. Here we go, guys. Look at that. I'm just going to burn that little space there. Oh, no. Stargazer, you're not the one that shows up. Your TikTok name shows up as Stargazer. 42_Stargazer is what shows up. And yeah, I'm streaming to 2 different feeds. And on this one here, I have TikTok and YouTube and Facebook. Okay, so as above, so below, as within, so without, so mote it be, and so it is. And so it is. Okay? So perfect. So Alexa, with that card, it was just talking about making a choice. And I said that when you're with the choice, with the decision that's before you, that you have to make, not making a choice is still making a choice. Having someone else make the choice for you is also making a choice. And that no matter what choice you make, it won't be wrong because what is meant for you will never pass you by. Okay, so that was the concept of the entire card. It's just that you're at a point where you need to make a decision whether you want to go left or you want to go right, and you know how you want to go. And sometimes we walk along the road and we want to go down the road that feels the most comfortable, right? But comfort typically means that we stay in the same space, right? What is comfortable doesn't really usually foster growth or change, right? It's just more of the familiar and the known, right? What is going to get us to grow is going to be stepping into the unknown and taking the risk. Okay. But I love you and I'm sending you lots of love. And we're going to do some healing too. Trying to think when we'll do some healing. Your phone is bugging, is being a bad little phone this morning, is it? And we're going to do we'll do our intuition test at some point as well. So remember, we'll do that. Okay. My little thing can sit right there. Okay. So 27 in protection mode for Mel. Okay. We got a fourth one for Silo Bin. That's just amazing. It's just, I don't even know what to say to you, sweetie, for spamming my thing. Zara_healing. This is what they're trying to get us to go to, is this person that sells Silo Bin, which I think is just rude. When you're a healer yourself and you're doing all of these wonderful things, like, why spam someone else's stuff, right? Block. I'm so excited too. I'll do a really good session. We'll do it. You'll see. It'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. Anita's already guessing Citrina. I'm not even doing the intuition yet. One of these times it will be. Okay. Mel's card. I hope she didn't have to leave before I read her card. Be careful what you pray for because you just might get it. And then realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag. You may find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know that you will have to walk away from it or even fail at it because you can't or won't pay the dues it asks of you. If you want to be a famous musician or an artist or a writer, you have to do the task. You have to do it, right? Yes, it'll be beautiful. So, if you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall bears a cost. It's okay though, because spirit will help you achieve balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life where you find yourself in victim mode, in a codependent dynamic, or holding on to a false sense of control. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Be aware of the need for both give and take is the first step to your true destiny. It's all good in getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result of it. I know, I was like, it's not the first part. It's the second part of the card that's really the message here. And that is to be in give and take, right? And that some relationships, some people will take, and they will not at any point decide that they're going to give. Let's go to wizard school. I like that. Wizard school would be awesome, right? Yep. And a lot of times, it's common, right, for us to be just give, and because we think that people are going to reciprocate the way that we are, right? If I make, if I do these beautiful, lovely little things for people, then people are going to do them back for me because we think that people are going to just do it the same for us. I don't know what that means, Stargazer. But yeah, you have to. All right. Serena, my friend. Hogwarts, here we come. Exactly. I think that I would be either in Gryffindor or Raven, or like yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right. Make sure that they're supporting you, and there's they're not just. Aw. What's your name, Stargazer? What's your first name? Right? That's what I, just being like super, studious, smart. All right. Love you. Have a wonderful day. And thank you for everything. Ooh. Serena. In protection mode, to the sea. To the sea we go. Number 7. So the protection message for to the sea. Thank you for all the likes that you contributed to. I'm sure there were a lot. A Gandalf version of wizardry. Gandalf the Grey or Gandalf the White? Which Gandalf? Hi, Samantha. I love it. I just want to make sure that Samantha's on the list as well. So the protection message. When external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward, there is no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You are in a natural cycle, so know that things will flow again in due course. There's no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow, even when the tide is going out. Relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. As ancient mariners saying applies to you now. An ancient mariner saying applies to you now. When fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nets. Yeah, weird that like it's just being a little bit of a bugger, the connection today for you. I mean, I'm glad mine stabilized out. I'm glad that that's stabilized. Alrighty. Jess, my dear. Jess, my dear. Let me know how that felt, how that message resonated for you, Serena. Okay. And Jess. Ooh. Jess. Observer, number 49. He's looking at the moon. He's peeking at it. Oh, weird. Weird. So number 49, observer for Jess. Perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Sorry, neutral observation from a distance. You are just two more, Liz. So hopefully, and I'll get that card for you. And then you'll be able to like maybe reset your phone or something like that, or do whatever you need to do. And hopefully everything kicks back in and it's good for you. So most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. Right? Because I used to do that in my relationship, like, and a lot of times I'd be like, well, I wouldn't have responded in that way. So then, there's something wrong with the way that person's responding, or it's, like, because you look through your lens and your experience and look at like, what are they doing and how are they behaving and how are they showing up and how did they react to that situation, and be like, well, I wouldn't react like that. So then that's somehow wrong because it's not like how I would react. And I would think that the way that I reacted would be the way that the vast majority would react, right? Which is a very conceited way to look at the world, right? And very closed-minded as well. So open up your mind and understand that there are, and just step back and just observe. Just be very, just really have that perspective, right? Just to observe the situation. Okay. Alrighty, tappity tap 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 tap, tappity tap 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 tap. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of love, So Chandni, are you still there, my friend? Are you still there? Because I'm gonna pull your card now. Okay. You're welcome, Jess. Just observe the situation, and you don't have to respond. See what you can learn from it. Alrighty, Chandni. Your turn, my love. And then Liz, okay? If I don't... Chandni, round and round. Okay? Oop. I don't know why I was going way over there. I was round and round. I love this card, number 25. Because it's a message that we can all relate to, right? It's one that really shows us, really gives us some understanding. So round and round, the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated, cycles you're challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear you've gone backward, the truth is that you're standing at a higher level looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. So this is that whole concept that let's say you're in a relationship that seems very familiar to a relationship that you had before that didn't go well and ended in, was say a toxic relationship. But you're not the same person because you've went through all this growth and learning and experiences, and you're up here looking down at it. And it's kind of like, well, am I gonna respond the same way? No, because you've learned different things, right? So it's kind of like almost like a test. Did you learn the lessons from that first relationship, or are there more lessons that you need to learn in this new relationship? But you're still not the same person, so it's not going to go the same way. So that's what this message is about, okay? Which is it's a really great message. Hi, Memes Solano. Or Mimi. All righty, Liz. Liz's card. Okay, and then after Liz, we're going to do Palomi. I was actually going to go to the Amy spot for that, where Amy's not here now. So, oh, nice. Did you know that your name, Channy, did you know that your name meant moonlight? I like that. That's cute. That's cool. All righty. Liz. Ah, you got the mending card too. Yeah, because Amy ended up having to leave. So we'll pop it in there. Okay. All right. Healing. Number 52. Mending. Same thing. Healing, mending. It's all the same. So I'm going to read a different section of it. I'm going to talk about relationship or maybe even prosperity, right? We'll talk about those sections and then Palomi is next. Okay? So relationship message. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. I feel like the sun might come out. I'm hoping the sun comes out today. That would be really nice. So in the prosperity section, everyone makes mistakes, especially when you want something very badly. You may come to realize that in chasing after a pretty shiny thing, you lost sight of a long-term sustainable prosperity. Sometimes you make choices that look good at first, but ultimately lead to loss or failure. It's time to forgive yourself and others. Don't blame anyone else. You get to start again, wiser and more mature. The journey to true abundance can be bumpy. Make amends to anyone you may have hurt along the way, especially yourself. Forgive those who may have taken advantage of you. Let go and learn from this. You are now that much closer to achieving the kind of prosperity that really fulfills you. Nothing is ever lost or wasted when you view it from this perspective. Well, now that I'm dreaming again, it's like, wow. Last night was a funny dream, though. I'm waiting for Damia so I can tell her about the dream. Okay, so Palomi is asking if Kevin, right? It's a good message for all of us. That's why I like to listen to the other messages, right? They're called clead-ons, is when a message that's been delivered to somebody else has a hidden message for you as well. So those are clead-ons. I know. I went on a long walk the other day and I saw little shoots coming up. I feel like they're for daffodils or crocuses. I'm not sure, but one of them. So Palomi was wondering, I'm going to still pull you a card, Palomi, but I'm just going to answer that question really quick. Does Kevin love Palomi? Does Kevin love Palomi? That's a no, Palomi. Like, it's a solid no too, sweetie. Okay? But I'm going to pull you a card, so maybe it'll give you some guidance. I'm so excited for spring. I just want it to be spring. I feel like I know which card it is. we're going to ask the pendulum to just give us some clarity, but why not? Crocuses, probably. If they're like, but depends on the size of them. Is this Palomi's card? Is this no, that one, right? Like, no. Change in the wind, my dear. Change in the wind. Number 12. I know. So it's Palomi, and then it's Linda, and then Rochelle, and then we're going to do a healing session, okay? It'll be perfect. So, you know what? I went on Facebook, I went on TikTok. I'm going to just take a small little pause. I went on TikTok last night, and I was scrolling through the lives, and I cannot believe some of the absolute drivel, the absolute, like, just what are people watching? How are these people like getting like thousands and thousands of likes or hundreds or even, 30 viewers? How are they getting that kind of like involvement? Like, and there was one lady, like literally someone sleeping. Like this girl just lying there, sleep, like pretending to sleep. I know she's not really sleeping, pretending to sleep. And I was like, why would you watch that? Why would you take your time out of your day to watch that? Right? Or even guys playing video games and just chatting as they're playing video games, like, or just other things. Like there was so much, like the people that sit there with the sign, right? And they're like, I'm going to write a sign up. Right, this might be backwards. I hope not. But they're like, I will speak when someone makes me smile. And they just hold the sign. And they get this great attendance. And the great attendance, lots of gifts, whatever. And it's like, or you get like the girls on there that like the one, she's on there with like no bra, walking on a treadmill, and her boobs are bouncing, and guys are like spamming her with gifts and stuff like that, or stuff like, and it's just like, what is wrong with society? Like, what is wrong with you? Right. All right. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Switch my camera around. Oh yeah, like flip it, or invert it. Let's see. Let's. It's not being very. TikTok's being a goof right now. Yeah, it's not letting me. Like the more button isn't working. We might be on here forever. Good morning, Jennifer. Yeah, but anyway, it was just like really like, and just some of it is just terrible. How am I going to miss 11:11? I'm not going to miss 11:11. It's 10:40. It's 10:39. We've got lots of time for 11:11. I don't think I'm going to miss it. I don't understand why I'm going to miss it. Yeah, then we're going to do heal. We got a lot. No, we don't worry about it. We're going to burn at 11:11. We're going to burn at 11:11. All right. 12. Change in the wind for Palomi. Hi, spiritual amethyst 420 chick. I like everything in your name. I mean, I quit doing the 420 thing a while ago, but all right. Palomi, a sense that an unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertain about which direction the winds will blow. It's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in the human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. Hi, Ashley. All right, the 420 thing. That's probably why my sleep's been really bad lately. Is just going through the transition of, and now that I'm dreaming again, I feel like that's fairly certain that that's part of it. I should have marked down which day I stopped. I should have marked what day I stopped, but I don't know. Last night I was like, whoa, maybe it's not such a bad thing. I should have some so I can sleep well. Okay, Linda, my love. Aw, sorry to hear that, Ashley. Yes, the new moon. The new moon. I did it on the night on the new moon. So has it only been a week? Or was it the last new moon? Because that doesn't seem right. That feels like much longer. It seems much longer. Okay. We threw 4 of them down. We got to get that back up here because that's... All right. That's interesting. The reason why it's interesting is we've got yin. These are the cards that fell out. We've both yin and yang, loyal heart, and higher power. So if I was to just do a little reading about these 4 cards, I'd say you got a balance between the giving and receiving. So the male and the divine masculine, divine feminine energies. You have to lead into your higher power, right? The higher power. And that's where you're going to find your loyal heart, right? But I'm going to shuffle it and give you 1 card. Oh, nice. It was supposed to be for Linda. Linda. But this is more... much longer. All right. Between worlds, Linda. Okay, number 3, between worlds. Number 3. Yeah, if it was 1 card, it'd be different, but it could be the higher power one. That might be a good message for you as well. So between worlds, transitions, not quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another, temporary blindness, no man's land. Oh, yeah. Yes. Between the world is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is admitting not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, and what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. Right? When we're open to that curiosity and stuff like that, it's just beautiful. Right? Hi, Roberta. right? So let me know how that feels for you, Linda. I know you're on your healing journey, and when you're in your healing journey, you are in that kind of in that in-between space. You don't know where you're going to be when you get through the journey, right? Because you're in the middle of the process, but you're not where you used to be, where it was in that trauma and that toxicity space, right? So it's about navigating through that space. And this is that learning time where you're learning what you need, what you want, what's going to be loving towards yourself, right? So you're in that child stage of learning these new things, because when you didn't get taught that when you were a child, then we have to teach it to ourselves. We become that best parent that we never had, right? All right, what was... I have some around my money tree. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Rochelle, and then we're going to do healing, okay? Rochelle and healing. It looks sunny outside. I'm super excited. Super excited. I love it. I love it. I'm hoping it's a nice warm day. It melts all the rest of the snow away. Is this Rochelle's card? Sorry, I'm not sure what that meant. If drawn, question mark. So TikTok, Rochelle, TikTok. So we'll see what this card is meaning. Okay, TikTok number 30. Okay, timelessness. Well, do you want a relationship? We'll do prosperity. Let's do prosperity. So your prosperity is co-created by your endeavors as they occur in human-made time and the eternal efforts of your most important manifestation partner, spirit, in a divine, measureless time. Anita, you missed your card. This was your card. This was your card. That's hilarious that you asked if you can get a card when it was the same card that I pulled for you. I love you, sweetie. I love you. This was your card. So we're just gonna start at the beginning and we'll just read the whole thing. So TikTok, timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. Is this perfectly timed? Serendipity. Papa called it in on the leaf, and so we burned it, and there it is. And there it is. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were all happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. In relationships, love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season, its divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give and receive it. Its clock is eternal and ticks according to the beating of your own heart in perfect rhythm. Isn't that wonderful to know? Love is always right on time. The prosperity message. Your prosperity is co-created by your endeavors as they occur in human-made time and the eternal efforts of your most important manifestation partner, spirit, in a divine, measureless time. So keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive and make a commitment to remain in high vibration thoughts and feelings. If you heed the message of this card, it will seem as if you align with your highest calling and your highest good in no time at all, like magic. So what's all this fuss about not having enough time? The prosperous life that is yours will never pass you by. That's okay too. They got to start with you anyway, and what's meant to come, when it's meant for something more, it'll come to you. It'll come to you. Oh, healing. Let's do our healing. So for the healing, I ask that everybody participate, right? If you want it, you gotta do a little bit of work for it. Okay. And it's a simple work. So don't worry about that. So there's simply just, I want you to put your hand over your heart and you're going to close your eyes, especially if you're in a safe place to do so. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes if you're doing something that requires you to have your eyes open to stay safe. Okay. Only do this if you're in a safe space that you can close your eyes. Otherwise, you can place your hand on your chest and you can envision it. You just can't close your eyes. Okay. Please don't close your eyes. All right. So for the healing, we put our hand on our chest. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to see ourselves being bathed in white light. It's just a white light that's coming in. If you need healing in a particular part of your body, you can focus on it going there. For me, I'd want it on my knee because I hurt my knee. So I put the healing to my right knee, right? For somebody else, could be somewhere else, right? So you're just going to focus on that. And then I'm going to send love and compassion too. So if you just want to feel love and compassion come your way, just focus on your heart, where your hand is, and that's where it will go, right? Where your attention, where your focus is where the energy goes. So we're just going to do this together. I, on the other hand, am going to do a little bit more work because I've got to ground myself. I got to connect to my higher self. I've got to call in all my team of workers. And then when I'm all ready, I'll send that healing energy and love and compassion to everybody. Okay. So you do your part and I'll do my part and we'll get this healing on the way. Okay. Oh, and the other thing I'm going to do is just, if it won't let me. It won't let me. For some reason, it won't let me shut down the thing to be just subscriber chat, but that's okay. All right, let's do this. Okay. So hand on your heart, close your eyes, white light coming into you. Okay. Okay. So let me know how you feel. I again feel very lightheaded, almost like, ooh, ooh, ooh. My hand feels very warm though. Mm, mm. Very nice and warm. Okay, look at that. 22.2 thousand likes right at the time of healing. That's beautiful. And we're getting close. We're like 11 minutes away from 11:11, where we'll burn another bay leaf to bring in some more intentions for us. So let me know how you feel. And remember, drink water, right? Because you want to push the negativity out and allow the healing to come in and fully integrate within your body. Okay. All right. So yes, we're going to go through some reminders. So we have the Divine Feminine Healing Collective. We're going to meet tomorrow night at 8 p.m. For the third quarter check-in in Cancer. So the third quarter check-in in Cancer is tomorrow night. We do healing, we do oracle cards, we talk about the moon, we do all of that stuff. It's $10 per session because of the healing that we're doing, right? Whether it's doing trauma work, doing mental health work, or doing actual healing, which I always do a meditative healing session at the end of it. So that's why I asked for that. It's just a transfer. It's an exchange because I'm using my energy to connect to the spirit realm to provide that healing for you in the material realm. So it's just that energy exchange. That's what the purpose of it is for. Plus, if you join in all 5 sessions and spent $50 for the entire month to be in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective, you are by far getting a lot of healing for a lot cheaper than you would to go to therapy. I have as well the Divine Masculine Healing Tribe. We meet 5 times a month, same structure as the Divine Feminine. The whole thing is $10 for donation or $10 fee, right? Because we actually do trauma work. It's, it's in a lot of ways like a therapy session with, resiliency and soothing and valuable techniques that you're going to walk away with to help you navigate through your trauma and mental health. So that's why I asked for the $10 per session. We're going to do each month within the TikTok, especially within the TikTok realm. You can do it on Facebook by donating stars. And I know that there's a way that you can subscribe on Facebook as well, but it's really easy to talk about it on TikTok. Whoever gives the most gifts throughout the month gets awarded a free oracle card reading with me, or tarot card reading, whichever reading of your choice. It's a 45 to hour-long session, and it is typically $45 Canadian to have that oracle or tarot card reading, but you have the opportunity to win it by gifting to me throughout the month. You can... Yeah. And you can book a call with me. I do a free clarity call if you're curious about any of the services or products or whatever that I have available. The free clarity call is available right on my website. On the next, I just want to look at it here really quickly because I want to make sure I'm giving the right dates, the right date for it. So from April 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. So from the 17th to the 21st is the Divine Healing. For the ones that join the Divine Healing, I'll check that in a second, honey. For those of you that are interested on the set from the 17th to the 21st, I will be hosting the Divine Healing Sessions. This is where I will talk to you about how I ignited my inner healer using holistic methods. So it's really what I do, all the information that I share when we do the Sacred Journey, which is my packages. So that's a free thing. And whoever attends that, you have to attend all 5 sessions, but you get put in the draw to win a free 3-month package with me of my Sacred Journey. So the Sacred Journeys are my 2 the two packages that I have. One is in an individual format and the other is in a group format. And through those, I fully support your healing journey through your trauma and mental health, and awakening you, really. But I do all of that based on all of the information that I share within the Divine Healing. So we will talk about resiliency and soothing. The first thing that I do in every first session is create a safe space. I also just have that as a standalone thing. That's 166.50 Canadian to set up that safe space, how to create a safe space within your home, within your body, and container work and stuff like that. So I do that session. The sacred journeys are 3-month packages. So we work together every other week in a video session, and then the opposite every other week structure. I do a guidance pull and I give you some information in the in-between week to support you. So it's a very supportive package. Those packages to work with me individual is 999 Canadian for the individual, 555 for the group. They're very inexpensive. Now you can say, lots of people get tricked into that, believing that you have to pay $20,000 for it to be worthwhile, right? The more that is, the higher the ticket, the more valuable the information must be that you're getting. But I want to make sure that it's affordable, more than that I'm making a ton of money. I want it to be affordable because I want you to be able to access help that's actually going to work for you. So when I do these sessions with you, you get actual skills and techniques that you're going to be able to use. It's not like a therapy appointment where you just come and tell me all your woes and then I send you on your way to go and deal with the fact that you've just opened up a can of worms. You get soothing, you get resiliency. We walk through it and you get valuable practices. We do inner child work, we do shadow work, we do healing sessions. It's all incorporated in that. I will talk to you about your nutrition. I will talk to you about exercise. Whatever it is that you need to support you on your healing journey, I will cover within those sessions. So yeah, and we're still doing subscribers for the channel. I appreciate anybody that subscribes to that. When you subscribe to the channel, you immediately get 2 free cards, and if you get a bunch of other stuff. So shadow work is looking at the parts of you that you've hidden away, or that you've pushed down, or that you disregard, or that you don't like, parts of yourself that you're not proud of. It's usually can be attached to shame, guilt, blame, really heavy emotions, regret. So case in point, or an example of that, when I was 9, I did something based on the fact that I had went through all of these traumas. But what that did was, I was so ashamed of what I did when I was 9 that I locked her away in a closet. She was just a dirty little girl. And I had to work through that. She was not a dirty little girl. She was a hurt little child. And what she needed was love more than anything. So you reincorporate those pieces of you back together. You acknowledge the fact that you've got those pieces of you that maybe you don't like, right? It could be as simple as, I can be lazy at times, right? And not liking that part of you. But that's the part, sometimes you have to love the parts of you that you don't like even more. And I know laziness is a really small piece to really get into shadow work. It can get really, really deep, right? But the inner child healing, you need to gather up that little child that you lost along the way through all of those significant hurts that you've experienced through your lifetime. So we do all of that together. And like I said, the first thing I do is establish safety. We don't delve into that work until I'm certain that you have a safe space that you know how to create safety within your body. So those are my packages. They're 3-month packages, right? It is a very deep dive. And it's actually, I call it delve deep, as my therapy sessions are called delve deep, because we do go deep, right? It's not surface level stuff, but within 3 months, you see real results, right? I've heard of people being in therapy for 20 years and still dealing with therapy. So, what I give you is actual skills, tips, tools, techniques. I do healing with you. We can, I'm being trained. I'm currently learning a new process, which will be also available to help support your trauma experience. So there's lots of value within it. So if you're interested in any of those things, the best way to do it is just have a clarity call with me to discuss what is it that I offer and what would it look like. for you. Okay. So all of those things are available, whether you want to do a standalone one session at a time, or you want to do a 3-month package, or like I said, if you want to jump in on that free session that I'm doing, the divine healing from April 17th to the 21st, to find out what all kinds of stuff that I share. Because I do talk about inner child work, shadow work, and trauma modalities within those 5 days. So we talk about nutrition, we talk about breath work, meditation, grounding, mindfulness, reconnecting with nature, holistic practices. So everything that I share with you is holistic and natural. And the bulk of it is not something that would cost you any more money, except for your nutrition. And that's because I can't do anything about the cost of food. Vegetables are going to cost more than a bag of chips, but you should still be eating vegetables. So anyway, all of that stuff is available. We're going to pause now. We're going to do our burn for 11/11 since it's 11/10. So let me know what you want to be put on the leaf for this burn, and we'll get her going. Maybe that leaf. That might be a little bit. All right, we got a leaf. Burn, baby, burn, 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 baby, burn. I like to burn things. Acceptance. That's a good one. Back just in time. I love it. Faith, trust, and pixie dust. Clairvoyance. How about we just call in all of the clairs? We'll just call all the clairs. We'll call in our manifestations. It's 11/11. I saw it, so it's definitely a valid burn. Friendship and compassion. I think that was companionship. Nope, passion. Self-confidence. Eclairs. Self-love. I put that down when Rob said self-confidence. I put self-love and confidence. So we'll put down health and healing. Resources. I got Anita's new home. Support, belief, and hope. Growing clientele. Aw, thank you. I love it too. Good morning. We can try. Strength is always good. We'll call in wisdom and inspiration. And our divine partner. Excitement. Clarity is always good. Clarity and knowledge. Peace. I don't know if we got peace, but I'm going to put peace on again anyway. Always good to have a little extra peace. Hello, Leslie. Forgiveness. I love it. All right. Ooh, a Kundalini awakening. Somebody wants me to put big words on here. Big words. Let's see where I can fit this. This is going to be the thingy. Might have wrote over a couple of letters. We got knowledge down. We got all of that. Okay. We got strength. We got love. We might as well just put straight up love. I said self-love. Let's put love and joy because those are my favorite things to put down. He's testing my abilities to write really small. Really small. Lots and lots on there. All right. Get me matches. I have a really good marker. So this marker, it has like almost like a little bit of a paintbrush tip. So that's why it helps for sure. Is just the right. If you're writing on it with a pen, that's just like it's really too firm or too. So a nice marker. That's my tip. Come on, match. Oh, nope. We got to get a new match. That one broke. That one broke on. It would not meant. Yeah, having a good tip pen. All right, let's try this. Let's try this side of the box. Ah! We got it now, guys and gals. It burned completely. And the match just went out perfectly. I can't even pick it up. It just dust in the wind. As above, so below, as within, so without, so mote it be, and so it is, and so it is. Nope, I have a cauldron that could catch on fire at any moment in time because it's got so many sticks in there. It even has a bundle of sage and lavender, and it's got a Palo Santo smudge stick. And a ton of matches. So one of these days, I'll clean it out soon, though. Maybe on the full moon, I'll clean it out on the night of the full moon. Ha! Totally a firebug. It's the Sagittarius. Do you know how many? I have like probably 5 Sagittarius in my chart. My North Node is, so my Sun is Sagittarius. My North Node is Sagittarius. Thinking here. I'm going to tell you the other ones. I have Sagittarius my Sagittarius is Sun, Mercury, Venus, Neptune, and North Node. So I have 5 Sages, 5 Sagittarius. And that's funny. The only one I have, I don't have any Leo or Aries. Like I just have those 5 fires, but those 5 fires are all Sagittarius ones. And then I have, they don't have the rising on this particular chart, so I would have 2. Oh, nice, Rocky, nice. Very nice, very nice. Yep. Just burn it, baby. Burn it. Burn it all together. Okay, I got to put up my other chart thingy. The one thing that I have the least is my air signs. I don't have a lot of air signs in my placement. I only have, according to this one with what it reads for me, the only air sign that I have is Libra and Pluto. You can look up a birth chart. Like you can do there's lots of free birth charts online, right? If you search out free birth chart. I know if I actually go into my email, maybe. Oh, my computer might have just said, no bueno. No